Dear students, this is your computer class. All of you please take out your computer textbook, page number 25, chapter 6, operating system. I repeat, page number 25, chapter 6, operating system. Okay, all of you please take out your computer textbook, page number 25, chapter 6, operating system.
A very good morning to all of you. Today we will discuss about chapter 6, operating system. See students, we know that computer has two parts, hardware and software, and hardware cannot work without softwares. Hardwares are physical components which we can touch, we can feel, and softwares are set of instructions. Operating system is a type of software. We know that softwares are set of instructions, and there are two types of softwares. One is operating system, that is system software, and other is application software. Today we will discuss about operating system. Operating system, it controls, it manages the computer system, and it creates the environment to interact with the computer system for the user. Okay, it creates the environment. It is the interface between user and computer system. There are so many functions. Functions means the work which can be done by the operating system. These are the functions. Okay, controls your computer's hardware, runs your computer's program, organizes files. These are some functions of operating system. And operating system can be two types: single user operating system and multi-user. Single user system and multi-user system. Operating system can be two types: single user and multi-user. Students, now I will discuss these topics thoroughly. Okay, please listen to me very carefully.
Students, see, computer system has two parts. What are those parts? Hardware and softwares. Hardwares are those parts which we can touch, we can feel. These parts are physically exist parts. Okay, and as for example, monitor, keyboard, mouse, these are the hardware, and softwares are a set of instructions given to a computer system. As for example, Windows XP, Microsoft Windows, Unix, Linux, these are some examples of softwares. Hardware we can touch, we can feel, whereas software we cannot touch physically, we cannot feel physically. Okay, softwares we can see on the monitor, but we cannot touch it physically. Students, hardwares are the parts of computer system which we can touch and feel, like keyboard, mouse, monitor, speaker, RAM, CPU chip, etc. You can see in the picture, see, we can touch keyboard, we can touch mouse. Physically we can touch speaker, monitor, RAM, CPU chip, then joystick, all the parts, all these parts we can touch, we can feel. So therefore these parts are known as hardwares, and these parts are hardwares are two types: internal hardwares and external hardwares. Internal hardwares are resides within the computer system, and external hardwares are those parts which are connected to the computer system externally. Okay, students, software is a set of instructions given to the computer system. Okay, these are some instructions which we give to the computer system, which tells the computer system to work properly, which we cannot touch. We cannot touch software physically. Okay, these are the programs. Software is also known as programs. Some example of softwares are Mac OS, Unix, Microsoft Windows, Linux, MS DOS. These softwares tells the computer system to work properly. Without software, a hardware cannot work properly. Okay, without software, a hardware cannot work. A computer system should have hardware as well as softwares. Otherwise, it will not work properly. So, hardware and softwares are essential for the computer system. Softwares are two types: operating system or system software and application software. Operating system controls the computer system. It is the interface between user and computer system. And application softwares helps user to do some specific tasks. Students, an operating system is a software program which allows a computer user to interact with the computer system, and it controls everything within our computer system. Look at the picture. This is the operating system Windows, and the functions of an operating systems are: it controls our computer's hardware, runs our computer's program, and organizes files. You can see in the picture so many functions are there, so many pictures are there. By looking those pictures, we can understand that operating system controls all these parts. It controls a keyboard, it controls a printer, it controls a mouse, it controls a disk drive, it controls applications, it controls monitors. All the computer's hardware controlled by the what? Operating system. An operating system controls the different devices of our computer system. It makes our printer print, makes our graphics and text appear on our monitor, and makes our mouse to point and click. It runs our computer programs. An operating system runs all our computer programs: word processor, web browser, that means internet, and games wouldn't work without an operating system. Everything, whatever we do, all controlled by the operating system. It organizes files. An operating system stores information in files and folders within our computer's local disks, just like we store files and folders in a filing cabinet. Like this, it organizes all the information, it stores all the informations within the files and folders. These are the functions of operating system. Functions of operating system, that means functions means the work, what are done by the operating system. Okay, so what are the functions? First one is it controls our computer's hardware. Second one is it runs our computer's program, and third one is organizes files. Organizes files means it stores all the information in files and folders. Controls our computer's hardware, all the hardware's functions done by operating system, and runs our computer's program. That means it runs all the programs, all the softwares, everything done by the operating system. Students, operating system can be two types: single user system or multi-user system. Look at the picture. This is the single user system. A single user system allows only one person to access the computer system at one time. As for example, suppose you have a single computer at home and you want to use it. If someone else is using that, suppose your brother is using that, then you have to wait for him to free the computer so that you can use that. Understood? Yes. So this type of operating systems are single user system. These are the single user system. Only one person can handle this, can access this at a time. If someone else want to do some work, then he has to wait for the computer system to be free. Okay, otherwise he cannot work. This type of computer system allows only one person to access. This is single user operating system. Okay, only one person can access the computer system at one time by using this single user operating system. A multi-user system allows more than one person to access the computer system at one time. As for example, in offices, many computers are connected to one main computer through a network. Network means what? Network means connected. So many computers are connected together. That is called network. Since all the users working on different computers send their requests to the main computer for processing, it is called the multi-user system. You can see in the bank so many computers are connected and the employees are working on the different computers through a main computer. All the computers are connected through network and they are accessing with the help of one main computer, that is admin computer. This type of computers are known as multi-user system. Multi-user system allows more than one person to access the computer system at one time. This type of operating system we can use by so many users. So many users can use at the same time. So many users can access the computer system at the same time. So the difference between single user and multi-user is, in the single user only one person can access, and in multi-users more than one person can access the computer system at one time. Students, see, these are some examples of operating system: Mac OS, Unix, Microsoft Windows, Linux, MS DOS, and the most popular among them is Windows. Generally we use Microsoft Windows as our operating system. So I hope all of you have understood these topics. So now let's summarize the topics which we have discussed today. We have discussed about hardware and software. Then we have discussed about what are hardwares, what are softwares, what are the types of softwares. Then we have discussed about operating system. What is an operating system? Operating system is an software or program which allows a computer user to interact with the computer and it controls everything. Then we have discussed about the functions of operating system. Then we have discussed about the types of operating system. Single user operating system, it allows one person to access the computer system at one time. Then we have discussed about multi-user system, which allows more than one person to access the computer system at one time. Then we have discussed about some examples of operating system. What are the examples of operating system? Mac OS, Unix, Linux, Microsoft Windows, MS DOS, These are some examples of operating system, and the most popular among them is Windows, which we generally use.